Hey, good looking. How about you and I go out and get some chickens?
Sounds good, Romeo.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to that girl.
Snooze, you lose, fatty.
Oh, God. I'll just go over here. Oh, my. Who is that? Hey, good looking. My name is Nick Bosley. And you are?
Well, hello yourself. I'm Tiffany Peabody.
Oh, my dear. I wouldn't give your body a P. I'd give it an A+.
What?
Nothing. So, you new around here? I frequent this club, and I've never seen you before.
Oh, yeah. I just moved here after some unfortunate events at my previous hometown, so I'm out looking to meet new friends.
Friends? What about less than friends?
What do you mean, less than friends?
So listen, I'm famous around here, and it's your lucky day. I've decided I'd like to take you out for a romantic dinner. Right now.
It's 11 o'clock at night. Where's a romantic dinner going to happen?
Hi, welcome to IHOB. How many will it be?
2, my good sir. It's our anniversary, and I want to make sure I show my wife a wonderful good time.
I'm not his wife.
Damn it, Bertha, shut your mouth, or you'll have another black eye to cry to your mother about.
What the hell are you talking about?
Right this way. Here's your seat. Do you want anything to drink while you pick your order?
Yeah, I'd like
Bertha, how many times have I told you? The man always goes first. Yes, my good sir. I'd like a ginger ale and 6 shots of your finest Jack Daniels.
We don't serve alcohol here, sir. But if you want, I can get you some of your vodka. It's new.
Hey, I'm the inventor of your vodka.
Oh, well, then I'll just get you a ginger ale. And for you, ma'am?
I'll get a Coke.
A Coke? With that body? She'll get a diet water.
Okay. I'll be back in a couple minutes with your drinks and for your orders.
Do you want to explain why you're being a giant D-bag? Also, my name is Tiffany, not Bertha.
I know. I just like messing with the waiters. So, what's your story? Why did you move here?
I don't think you want to know that, Nick. What about you? What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a big star on TV around here. I'm, a big deal.
Oh, really? What shows would I see you on?
Cops. Oh, and I'm the spokesman of Nick Bosley's bank. NBB.
Really? So you're the criminal I keep seeing on the news?
Guilty as charged. Well, actually, no one can make the charges stick, so I'm not guilty.
Oh, I've always wanted to meet an unremorseful criminal.
Well, baby, you found him.
Here's your ginger ale and your diet water.
Thank you, my good sir. We will need just another minute while we get our orders situated.
Take all the time you need.
Ugh, this ginger ale must be expired. This tastes like fucking.
Are you all right, Nick?
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Well, hello, Nick.
Bertha?
It's Tiffany. Here, let me carve that into your leg so you never forget.
Oh my God! I'm sorry!
There. You have a lovely tattoo with my name.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, well, I have a 0 tolerance for crime, so when I meet a criminal, I kill them.
Kill them? Now, wait a minute. I haven't done anything wrong.
Done nothing wrong? Are you kidding me? You ripped off old people with your bank, you poisoned hundreds of prisoners with urine, and you exposed yourself to several campfires with inappropriate music. Not to mention your god-awful music CD collection.
Awful CD collection? My music is a beautiful piece of work that is treasured by this country. Why?
My grandfather's life savings was depleted when you went to his house and took all his money. You thought that would just go away?
Oh, I see. You think I spent all the money? Well, I didn't. I have it all in the back pocket of my pants, which I now see over on that chair over there. If you just let me out, I'll give it to you, and we'll call it even.
How about I just look first?
No, wait! I should do it. Don't you know it's rude to look in another man's pants when he's tied helplessly to a table? It's immoral!
Let's see here. Lint. All that's in any of your pockets are lint.
Listen, Tiffany, this is what I do. I'm a con artist. I con people. I take their money and I live my life. But look at you. All you do is murder people.
You're right. That is all I do. And harvest my victims' organs for profit on the black market. Clearly, I am the worst of the two of us. I guess I'll just let you go.
Really?
No.
It looks like Nick has got himself into quite a predicament. Tune in next week to see if he survives and lives to tell the tale. Up to the echo. Up to the echo. Up to the echo radio show.
Live from the AOK Production House, studio number 2, it's To the Echo Radio Show. I'm Nick O'Kelly.
I'm Derek Daisy.
How's it going, Derek?
I'm doing okay, Nick. How about you? Laughing my butt off,
I'm
man.
loving it. I'm loving it. This skit was great.
Yeah.
And I have to say, we always send each other scripts. That's what we do.
Yeah,
So-
that's what we've come to do the last few
Yeah.
weeks as we've evolved as a show.
We're going to have to do a skit show or like a skit episode
Yeah,
one of these weeks.
just
where
the
we
whole-
just do either do a couple long skits or we do just a bunch like an SNL style thing or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we'll have to work that out. But anyway, so yeah, I got the skit and I read it and I was like I was shocked when I read it. I was like, "What? He's getting cut up?" And I mean, it was
Very dark.
I have to. I reading it, I couldn't visualize it.
Yeah.
I guess. But then, so I was like, "All right, well, I did the lines, and I'll
That's right,
just
you
see
did.
what happens." And
Nick sends his lines over to me, and my sister had the exact same reaction. She's like, "What the hell is this?" I was like, "Don't worry, it's going to be funny. It'll be all right."
the second I heard the club music, I was like, "Okay, this is gonna be great." I don't know why. It was just that was so funny. The club music and then the transition to the guy saying "Welcome to
Welcome
IHOP."
to
I mean, it
IHOP.
was just so perfect. I could see it on the screen, like
Me
I could
too.
watch it.
That's the thing, man. When I write from a stream of consciousness, I just go, and sometimes I don't know where I'm going to end it. I had no idea it was going there, to the kill room, like Dexter. Because that's what I imagine, just a girl version of Dexter in a room full of plastic, and you're just tied up, ready to get murdered.
Well, I don't know if your sister listens to this show.
I don't
but
think she does.
I will put it out on the air that she really nailed
She
this
did
one.
a good job.
I mean, I've enjoyed listening to her vocals for several things, but she sounded like a different person.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the performance.
You didn't,
so.
Hey, and honestly, like, I didn't send her any direction. All I did was send her to the script, and she's like, "All right, well, I'm going to do this the way Tiffany would sound.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but you named her Tiffany. What did you expect?" She's very defensive before she lets me hear it, and
Which
then
is exactly what you should do.
Yeah.
Is play it up the way you see it in your head.
right,
Which is what she did, and it was really good.
so it brought something new, and then it was really funny because I was telling Nick while we're listening to the skit that I wrote like a bunch of grunts and stuff into the script just to kind of signify he should be grunting, and I didn't expect Nick to read them word through word, so he was just like, "Ah!" Because that's what I wrote, but I thought he was just going to do something of his own.
I thought that when I saw those words, it said slurred speech. I thought you were like warping the words. Yeah, so that's what I did.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that sounds bad. I just like meant slur it. But regardless, no, I learned a very valuable lesson, and that means I can write whatever I want, and you will say it exactly like that.
I am the Ron Burgundy of radio.
Can't wait.
You write it, I read it.
Yeah. But no, I had a lot of fun writing it.
Yeah.
Because it's the first time I've gotten to write the Nick Bosley character, you know?
Yeah, he's a fun character, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And now we got some cool things coming up in the pipeline, don't we? What do we have? Have we done anything? Yeah, we did. No, we don't have another.
No,
yet.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. When I get,
do you have something that you haven't sent?
No. When I get back from Delaware, you and I will.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that.
Yeah. I'll be back. So I get back on Thursday evening.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be. So Friday I'll be home, and
so if I write something up, you can.
Yeah, I can do stuff on
in.
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going on a road trip this week, though.
I am. Actually, by the time the people hear this, I will already be in Delaware. For my dad's 60th birthday, which will be yesterday,
Crazy.
Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
So, I love going home to Delaware. I never get to do it.
The big 60.
Yeah, it's
he
big.
made it.
So happy birthday. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a big party and all that stuff.
Is he going all out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and he has this plan. I don't know if it's going to happen on the 4th of July, where he's going to take his boat out in the water,
Generally, that's where it goes.
On Lewis Beach. Yeah, but his plan, what he keeps telling me is he's going to set up the band, set up the PA on the boat, and just play to the beach.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
I'm terrified. I'm like, man.
Did you ever see the Simpsons movie?
Yes.
So the intro that Green Day is doing that, and they sing.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Yeah, it's a funny movie.
Yeah, but, I mean, pretty much the big thing with Delaware is I always get to eat like a king, and now I got to really watch it, because I'm down 44.5 pounds right now. And
which is very cool.
Yeah.
Very proud.
Yeah, and then you, sir, have also been losing
That's right.
some weight.
I'm down about 20 pounds now.
Oh,
so
man.
22. So, I mean, I'm squeezed into a smaller size pants tonight. I'm not the most comfortable, but hey,
it's all right.
It's there.
You started running.
Yeah, I did this week. I started running a little bit, and I am very out of shape.
Yeah. Well, we knew that. No,
I want to go put we've got 2 bikes in the boxes out there. I need to go to the shop and get those reconstructed from when we moved back.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to start riding again too, but.
It'd be good for you.
It's I found out real quick how bad I am off.
Running hurts.
It's one of these you hate your life.
I know. But dude, I've been doing it for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
And I'm running a lot further than I was. Last night I ran.
You got a big neighborhood too.
I do.
So you really have a lot of room to cover.
It's literally a mile and a half from my house to the front door to the end of my development. So I can do a 5K just running to the end and then coming back to my house.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing.
And that's just you talking about just your side of the street?
Yeah.
Because there's a whole probably the same size on the other side of the street.
Yeah,
over there.
So if I wanted to do a 10K, I could just as easily just turn around and do it that way.
That's cool. We have a decent size here. I haven't measured it, but it's over a half mile. I would say it's not quite a mile.
Yeah.
We also have a track down there. That's what I've been going to, is the track.
Well, right. Yeah, you got all these parks and all that nearby.
But we are kind of, situated between 2 major highways. Yeah. So it's nice to have the big area.
Right. Well, and remember, Nick, anytime you're ready, there is a Planet Fitness up the street.
Yeah.
$10 a month.
It sure is.
You could do that.
Those commercials turn me off.
I'm actually pretty sour at them because I was paying $20 a month. Like when I first signed up for them in New York City, I did that, and $20 got you like the massage bed, with the water jets and all that. Oh,
really?
Yeah, it's called the Black Card, and unfortunately, there was always a damn line for it, and they had massage chairs and stuff, but I just never took advantage of it. So when my year came up, I said, okay, I'm going to go in and cancel it. And actually, I probably paid for it for another year without canceling and going.
Yep.
So I finally go in there, and the reason why it didn't matter is my work. paid for it, so it didn't matter.
It's gym ambiance here.
Yeah, but when I left that job, I went in and I was like, yeah, I'd like to cancel. They're like, okay. And they gave me a yellow piece of paper, said it's done. And then I continued to get charged for 3 more months for $20. So I canceled that card because I didn't really feel like going back down there.
Yeah.
And they started calling me and threatening me for not paying the bill.
What?
Even though I had proof I canceled it. Yeah, and then I kept getting texts every other month. It's amnesty month. You just pay $20 and all of this goes away. And I'm like, F you. Yeah.
Was this when you were in New York?
No, it was when I moved here.
Oh.
Yeah, the one in North Charleston kept messing with me.
Well, I have a fun gym story that's a lot like that.
Oh, good.
So when we were in Europe, we joined a gym.
Nice.
And because, we were in an apartment.
Yeah.
And
a hot apartment.
Yeah, I walked a good bit going to work, but Ashley didn't work.
Yeah.
So we wanted
just like a woman.
No. We wanted some way to get out, and do something in the evening. I mean, we did walk to the old town most nights and that kind of thing, but we wanted to go work out, So we joined this gym. It was really nice, actually.
Yeah.
It was like a club kind of thing, and it was on the main street of the city, so it was right downtown. Mm-hmm. And it was really cool. You walk in, and you're on the top floor, like ground level is the top floor,
mm-hmm.
and it was built into the ground, so it went 5 levels down.
Oh, wow.
And, of course, even though it was always hot in there, because they figured, we're underground, we don't have to have air conditioning. So it was always very hot.
That was my next question. Was there AC there? Nope.
No, there wasn't.
I
mean, in the winter it was fine, but in the summer it kind of sucked and it smelled. But anyway, it was very clean otherwise. But the funny thing is, so there's 2 things.
Okay.
This had changing rooms, like I'm sure most gyms do.
Yeah.
Everyone likes being naked.
Oh.
Walking around naked. Just very naked. And, I mean, they would bring their hair dryers, and this is the guys.
On their junk?
Yeah, like hair dry, under their, I thought it was the most bizarre
flapping,
thing. And
flapping in the air.
Yes, and I'm talking like old men, too. Old men.
Hairy asses.
Very saggy skin, and it was really weird.
Tits bigger than my grandmother's. Yeah, I know.
Ashley told me on the girl's side it was the same way. Very nasty habits and things.
Oh, well, that sounds hot.
Well,
no, I'm kidding.
Not the way she described it. We won't get into the details.
No, all right, don't. I'm kidding. I'm not.
But they had a sauna too, and I loved to go get in the dry sauna when there wasn't anyone in there because, and I was able to most of the time.
Uh-huh.
But then what would happen is like one day I went in and I sat down and I'm like, oh, this is great, and like not even a minute later, a guy walks in, takes off his towel, and just
jerks it. Right in front of you, looking at you.
Right in front of me.
Hi, Nick. I mean, he was like,
ich
liebe dich. Deutschland.
The nerve of this guy. But anyway, so we went to the gym. It was fun. We were there for a year. So I had we signed a 6-month contract.
Yeah.
He said, because we actually joined after we had been there for a few months, and I said, we're here for, I think, 10 more months is what it was.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we'll give you a 6-month contract, and it's month to month after that. And all you need to do, and this is what he told me, is give us 30 days notice when you're leaving, and we'll, because it was like an automatic draft.
Yeah.
So I went and gave him 30 days notice, and he says, and this is what they say, you're going to need to email this to us. Okay, fine. So I email, we are leaving in 30 days. I get an email back. We're going to need confirmation from your employer that you're leaving,
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I went and got my manager to sign a letter that we had to mail to this place. It's totally ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then I noticed the next month
you got charged.
Mine wasn't charged, but the amount for Ashley was charged. So I called them, and I mean we had already left at this point.
Yeah. This
went on for 3 months.
They kept charging?
Yeah, they kept charging for her. Before I finally, I called them and I said, look, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. We're not in the country.
Yeah.
They're like, well, you can transfer your membership. I'm like, dude, I'm not in the country.
Yeah.
I'm not in the continent.
Yeah.
Your gym is not here.
Yeah. I'm in America.
So they finally stopped charging, but totally ridiculous. I mean, it was just awful. So I've been kind of like,
yeah.
gyms,
Well,
I did enjoy it while I was there.
Yeah. I think with Planet Fitness, it's just $10 a month. I don't know if you have to sign a contract.
Yeah, everything over there was contracts, so
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it is just a month-to-month thing.
Yeah.
So
if you do the $20, you have to pay for a whole year. Or not upfront. I mean, you're contracted for a year.
Yeah.
But, that's okay. I mean, hey, $10. The nice thing, I don't know if they still do this. I thought it was really counterproductive. But like the first Monday of every month, it was free pizza.
You're kidding.
I swear to God. And they would just buy all these Domino's pizza in New York City.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and be like, all right, fatties, eat it, and really earn your membership.
Wow. I mean, I guess for the people in there that, are in shape, it's no problem.
I guess, but you're not allowed to be a meathead. So you can't, throw the bells out. Ugh!
That's what I was saying. Do they even have bells there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they do. I thought they were like the anti-bell.
No, they did at mine. You just can't throw them. You throw them, they kick you out. If you're like, ah! Ah! You don't see that a lot. Though I will say, they don't have a lot of lifting machines, so you really got to wait. That's the only thing that sucks. But they got 5,000 treadmills, 40,000 elliptical machines, 16,000 stair steppers.
Well, that's probably what most people use it for.
Yeah, I
honestly.
know, you're right. Just a bunch of fat people because that's the only place they're accepted.
I like treadmills. I do, because for me, you can watch TV if you want.
Yeah.
You can kind of take yourself out of what's happening and kind of sink into it a little bit more. So I like that aspect.
Yeah.
But where am I going to put a treadmill,
well, I will say, though, I've always been a treadmill runner, but, man, I really like running outside.
There's something about it, for sure.
It's weird.
Except that it's really hot.
Yeah, well, that's why I run at night. I always run at night.
Yeah, okay.
And pitch blackness. And I always wear my wife beater, the black one, so I blend in with the darkness.
You have reflection on, though?
No. I'm running on a sidewalk. Why the hell do I need that?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, if you have the sidewalk,
if I was running on the street, I might buy a bicycle helmet with lights.
I'm not going to run at night on the track over there, that's for sure, because there's no lights over there, and I'm pretty sure there's some nefarious activity that goes on after dark over there.
I know. I love dealing crack over there.
I'm telling you.
Some good customers.
Anytime you drive by, this is a great park that we live in.
Yeah.
Really
nice.
Friendly, family-friendly area. There's Little League ball fields and everything around.
Yeah, there's the big playground area, wooded, there's a bunch, castles. I took my daughter there.
That's what Marina told us, is that she takes Amy there.
Yeah, it's awesome. She loves it.
I told her, I was like, well, stop on by sometime. But no, but in that parking lot at night, though, there's always cars parked and people getting in and out, and you're just wondering, okay, yeah, I know what's going on.
That's where the prostitutes hang out in Somerville, outside of a kid's park.
Now, it could be totally innocent. I don't know. But, anytime you see a car parked in an empty parking lot after dark with multiple people...
I think every town needs a good prostitution ring.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like, you're not one of the big guys unless you have that.
In my last town, it was beside of the cookout. There was an old car wash that wasn't in operation anymore.
Uh-huh.
And that's where it all. And it was right beside the cookout. So it was so funny because you had the high school group. All the high school kids hung out in the cookout parking lot, and all the prostitutes hung out in the car.
You get lunch, you get your cheddar-style chicken sandwich, and then you get over and you get a little extra something.
Yeah,
on
just
the
a
side.
Little.
Not quite as cheap as
You'd
cookout.
have all the Fast and Furious cars sitting in the car wash area, and then beside of it's the high school kids.
Oh God!
And then there was a tattoo parlor, so it was really an eclectic area.
Yeah. Where was this town? In Nashville?
Ashboro.
Ashboro, sorry. I know.
We'll go ahead and call them out.
I know. Ashboro.
Yeah.
Blowjobs, cookout, tattoos.
But it's true. That's what it was.
Oh. I've never been there. Oh, yeah.
You did go the one time.
To the zoo.
We DJ'd my little cousin's
birthday party.
What was it? Her birthday party?
Was it a birthday party?
I don't remember.
I know it was your mom's. Your mom was working there at the time at the zoo.
No, my aunt, her mom works at the zoo. She still does.
Okay. And they rented the whole place out, and we went up there. They're like, "Hey, can you guys DJ?" We're like, "No." All right, well, do it. And we're just picking.
And it was so funny
because we didn't know what was in.
It was very clear that we didn't know, and I think they ended up giving us a CD.
Yeah,
they were like, "Let's play the Beatles." And
They're like, all right, here's Now. Greatest,
Yeah.
and like, just play this CD.
Just play this.
They're like, all right, you guys ready for track 2?
I'm like, I don't like any of this music.
I know. Who wants to hear some Goo Goo Dolls? Woo!
I think we did play a
We
Goo Goo Dolls
did.
song.
I did not get out of there with that one. For the worse. The party sucked.
That was a good memory. I swear, I still don't really know where that came from.
I
It
don't
was
e-
so random.
All you asked me, like, dude, hey, so I was asked to DJ my wedding. We're gonna make some money. You wanna like? It's like $100.
I think
man.
they did pay us like
Yeah,
$100, right? Yeah.
And I was like,
so I was like, whatever.
I was like, well, I'm not a DJ, Nick. You're like, no, man, it's okay. You don't have to be a DJ. Whatever.
We'll
just
play
do
music,
it.
whatever.
It's $100. Let's
Who
do
cares?
it. So we went down there. We got to eat all
Yeah.
that food. Oh
What
man.
did we? I don't remember all the. Did we eat? There was food.
Oh, there was food. It was
Yeah.
a party. Yeah, there was food there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was pizza. It was like a lot of pizza and stuff. But
Probably. I just remember going and doing that.
yeah, yeah. Because your dad, at the time, I remember that was the first car I'd ever been in that had GPS in it.
Really?
And I was really like, wow, my God. And so I went
I don't
online.
even remember what car you had.
It was a bigger car, but then I went online probably 2 or 3 days later and bought a TomTom for my car.
Oh, it was
'cause I
probably his
so
Jeep Grand
impressed.
Cherokee he had for a while.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah,
Yep.
because he had taken us to like the Checkers games out in Charlotte.
Yep.
Hockey.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was good old days.
Yep. You know, we play the Checkers here, the Stingrays.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Who wins?
Actually, the Stingrays are pretty dominant.
Okay,
But
good.
it's the same league.
Okay.
So I've seen them play the Checkers in Charlotte, and
Yeah.
I've seen Charlotte come here and lost both of those games.
Why even bother?
Stingrays they kill it. And then I've seen the Stingrays play we love going to hockey games.
Yeah.
It's a great thing around here. It's cheap.
I haven't been to one in a while. I haven't been to a game since
We'll
you
have
and
to
your
try
dad
to go
took me.
because
Yeah.
I love going. Even the seats like in the front are like $20.
Yeah.
So like
Oh,
you
wow.
can get. It's a small arena. You've been in there. It's not really that big.
Have I been in there? Oh,
The Coliseum. It's the Coliseum.
have I been in there?
Have you not been in the Coliseum?
I don't think so.
Oh wow. We did the PAC.
Yeah, I hadn't been in the big one.
Oh wow. That's too big. We'll definitely have to go then.
Yeah.
It's not very big. I mean, the structure itself looks big, but when you get in there, the actual arena portion is relatively small.
Yeah.
But even seats up top that are fine, are like $5 or $8 or you can get decent seats for between $10 and $20.
Hey, well, we're press now, so we should get free tickets.
I thought about so here's what I thought about.
Okay.
They did Toy Story Land open at Disney World.
Yeah.
That happened
On the 30th.
Saturday.
The 30th.
Yeah. Big deal. I'm excited to go down and see it in September. We're going to be there.
Yep.
So very excited to see it. The lines, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
Why even
I'm on
go?
a Facebook group that's for the pass holders, and they were like, somebody said, anybody have any idea what time to line up in the morning? Because I know, we're going to have to start line up or whatever.
Last week.
Somebody said, I got there at 4:30 and did not get into the park for an hour, 4:30 in the morning. The person that got in first was a pass holder, evidently, and posted and said, I got there at 1:15.
Wow.
And I think he said there were 5 people in front of him. So he wasn't number one, but he was the first group.
Yeah.
1:15 in the morning, and he was like 6th in line or something.
Oh, my God. Well, that's the first day.
Crazy.
That's the first
It was the
day.
first day.
So that's going to be every day, but I mean, I imagine you have to start lining up early for the first couple months.
But the day before
Yeah.
was the media event.
Yeah.
And all the blogs that I watch, just YouTube blogs, that's all they are. I mean, they have a lot of subscribers, but they're blogs.
Hi, I'm Steve from Steve's blog.
There is one named Steve, actually.
Oh.
They all had passes. Of course they do.
Yeah.
And, they had a press pass, and they're all doing videos, and, one group was riding the roller coaster, and they were the only 2 people on the roller coaster in their video.
Dang it.
And all the videos and pictures, I mean, there's people, but, I don't know, 150, 200 people maybe. It was very small, and I'm like, we have a blog.
I know.
We need to start,
I know. We got to exploit this
All you
crap.
have to do is apply.
Well,
you just send in a thing and say, can I have a press pass?
All right, let's apply.
Remember Andy and I, Drew Howard and
Yeah.
I did that with the soccer team.
Sit and spin.
Now we actually, it was from the bleachers,
From the bleachers, yeah, that's right.
but we actually interviewed the players of the soccer team. But we had press pack to the soccer team and to the baseball games.
I know. You would rub it in my face all the time.
It was
Dude,
great.
There's so much blow on the table. We're having the best time of our lives. I'm like, well, that's cool.
The soccer stadium is kind of... It's a really nice stadium.
Yeah.
But, like, the concession area is kind of set up like a high school football thing. There's a lot of, like, tents that sell stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you go to the baseball games or the hockey games here, it's professional level, like, normal concession stands and whoever is in there selling, but the soccer stadium is really not like that.
Yeah.
They've got a guy there, you know, grilling chicken and hot dogs.
Hi.
But in the press box, there's a club with a bar. It's like this old man's like vintage mahogany and all this rich wood interior and TVs and all this stuff, and they would set up a buffet every night for the soccer games, and that's where we got to go and eat.
God,
and
dang it. Why?
It was really cool, and you know, we interviewed the people and brought them on the show and everything. But yeah, that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
We need to do that.
Why aren't we?
Because how
doing
cool
that?
would that? I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I really haven't thought about it.
God,
but we're media now.
We are. We have been. Since episode 1, Nick. Episode 1. We're on episode, 26 right now?
I say we've built a decent following now. We're starting to get quite a few organic listens and things. Yeah, it's time.
It's time. I'm ready. I'm ready to hang out and party.
I want to be able to get passes to the music events and the movie festival and stuff that they've got going on downtown.
Oh, yeah. Just get us backstage.
Because we did also have a press pass to the Music Farm at one point when they had a big musical festival there with a ton of bands. That's where we met Snow in Africa. Remember when I talked about them?
Yeah.
But that was all from that. We got to go in the green room and everything.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Too cool.
So,
well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I guess Nick will keep us updated on that. We'll let you know when we're famous.
I'll put in a word with Disney.
Yeah, you should. See what they say. They'll probably take one listen to this episode and be like, blow. This is not family friendly.
We'll have to talk about Disney a little more, maybe. But
yeah. Maybe tone down the blow.
So, speaking of blow, Disney World, yeah.
Walt Disney liked blow, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's where he came up with the idea for the park. He was riding a train in his backyard, and he's like, you know what? I need to build a park.
I can neither confirm nor deny the presence of any blow right now. He did smoke.
Yeah,
that was a big thing. Have you ever seen Saving Mr. Banks, the movie?
No. Was that with what's his face? Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks and Emma what's her name?
Emma Stone?
No. Emma, it's not Emma Watson, it's Emma
Roberts?
No, she's older.
Oh.
She was in Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell.
Oh.
She was the writer. I can't think of her name. Emma Thompson. Emma Thompson. Got it.
Yeah.
Also in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Really fantastic movie. So she's the writer of Mary Poppins in this movie, and it's about Walt Disney going to her and trying to convince her to let him make a Mary Poppins movie. Really, really good film. Highly recommend it.
I saw like a PBS special on Disney's life. And
yeah,
like,
I own that special.
It's like 2 or 3 hours. It's like really long.
Yep.
I remember watching it, and that was something he said was like, I smoke, but Walt Disney...
Yeah.
To kids, he doesn't smoke. He's a character.
The image, the brand.
Yeah, the image, yeah. It was interesting. So
there's a scene where she busts in on his office, and he's in there smoking, and he puts it out real quick, and they talk about it in the movie. So, it's interesting.
Dang.
Anyway, moving on from that.
Please.
I wanted to talk about something with you tonight.
All right.
Because we've talked about this artist before. Okay. But there is now a $100 million lawsuit, which is evidently not the first one, with Mr. Ed Sheeran.
Oh,
have you heard about this?
No,
you haven't heard about this?
No,
dude.
Yahoo has not kept me in the loop.
It's evidently this is a big deal because this is evidently not his first one.
Yeah, the last one was perfect. Photograph. Yeah,
he actually settled in that case. I didn't know this until this whole thing came. I didn't know about it. I don't really follow him.
Photograph is really close to the other song.
Well, he had to give up part ownership to Photograph to settle out of court, so he doesn't own that song. In full.
Yeah, he co-owns it. Yeah.
And he's also facing litigation over a song he penned for Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Ooh.
So I don't know about. There's not much details about that in the article, but. Anyway.
I mean, there's 12 notes, man. It's like right now, if you're going to stay to the pop formula, you're gonna do some replicating. Like, it's gonna happen.
Well, and that's why I wanted to bring it up, because this one is about his new song, Thinking Out Loud.
Thinking out loud.
So, and
That's his old song.
When I first heard this, I thought it was new. I didn't know. Anyway, when I first heard the comparison, and I'll tell you what the song is in a second, I thought, the melody's not really that much the same. But then you listen to basically everything behind it. It's like, oh yeah, I can hear it, and it's the same rhythm as "Let's Get It On" by Marvin Gaye. So go listen to the bass, boom, boom, and it's like this: the groove and the rhythm and the drums and they're saying even some of the backup vocals are all practically identical. And I have to say, if you kind of...
Do you have it?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if we can play it. Can we play it?
30 seconds.
All right, let's do it.
Just less than 30 seconds. We're not making money on this as long as we talk over it.
So let's play Marvin Gaye first.
Okay.
Just kind of, and again, the melody, and that's why I wanted to bring it up. I'm glad you want to play it, because I'd like to hear your initial. I'm glad you had not heard of this, because I want to get your initial take.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Marvin Gaye.
Because we're not monetizing this anyways.
Everybody knows this song.
Oh yeah, I know this song.
Yeah. Really listen to this bass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well now I can. Yeah, now I know.
So that's enough of that. Now let's play. We know that song.
Yeah.
So here, I didn't know "Thinking Out Loud." I don't know Ed Sheeran's music.
"Thinking Out Loud" is a beautiful song, but it's a little slower than that.
Yeah, it's definitely a little slower. But
this is a music video, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it.
Sorry.
But when your legs don't work like they used to before.
Yeah, but you know what?
Get it on.
And I can't sweep
But
you
the
up
thing
off
about
your
that
feet.
is that's a corporation, and you can't copyright a corporation.
Right.
Your mouth still man
But
could still fall less.
And this is the part they're saying, the drums.
And I'm thinking about how people fall.
You can really hear the "Let's Get It On" in there. I mean, you can hear it.
Yeah,
but they're also claiming. I mean, they're claiming that back. Let me just read you here.
Please.
Let's see. Let's get okay.
Because I mean, while you're getting that going, I mean, you know what is copyrightable?
Yeah,
lyrics and melody, and then that's really it. Like you're allowed. Like, well, you were allowed until that dangerous precedent that happened a couple years ago when a couple artists took the style of Marvin Gaye and they got sued and they lost, which is not good because that means I can't do something in the style of another artist, and that's kind of scary.
That's weird. I mean, how can, like you said, I mean, we are. How many years into music business are we?
Yeah. How many instruments are there? Right? You know, like we only have so many good ones.
Yeah.
And and the reason why people buy music is because you know what to expect. You know that there's going to be a verse, chorus, bridge. You know. And it's like, yes, I can hear the difference or the similarities there, right? I can hear the bass, the ascending bass line, sure. I can hear the drums, I can hear the rhythm, but is the melody the same?
And I would argue that it's not. No. Here's what they're saying. Now, this is a company called Structured Asset Sales. They filed the lawsuit. Mm-hmm. They're claiming that it's a carbon copy of Let's Get It On. According to the lawsuit, the song has the same melody, rhythms, harmonies, drums, bass line, backing chorus, tempo, syncopation, and looping, which I think is a little over the top. I don't know that.
I didn't hear half
I don't think that the background stuff I hear.
Yeah.
The melody to me, I don't really hear it. I don't hear it.
It's different.
But now to set up who this company is, Marvin Gaye wrote that song with a guy named Edward Townsend. This was in 1973. He died back in 2003. And the company Structured Asset Sales bought 1/3 of the copyright. So the claim is that just 1/3 of the song is worth $100 million. He sold 15 million copies of that album, X. And he's called BS on the suit.
Yeah.
The problem is, this is the third time that something's happened with his music.
Well, I mean,
Now, they may be just jumping on the bandwagon.
well, you do. You don't sue people who don't have money, right? Ed Sheeran's one of the biggest songwriters out there right now. He doesn't just write for himself; he writes for other people. And I mean, that's what you're going to do. Like, think about it. That song was #1, and it was #1 for a while.
Yeah.
It was a big song. So, of course, you want a piece of it. Photograph, that was a big song. You want a piece of it. If I wrote a song like that, exact same style, and I sold 10,000 copies, nobody heard of me, I'd never get sued because it was like, it's not worth it.
I was surprised. I mean, they say it's a carbon copy. I don't think it's a carbon copy.
It's not a carbon. I think it's a similar style, yes, but it's different melody, but different lyrics.
Yeah, his melody's totally different.
Yeah.
I can also hear some of the. I mean, we're not gonna play the whole song, but if you listen to the whole song, you can also hear some of the background vocals that are going on that sound very similar. There's a lot of similarities, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, how many times have we listened to a song and be like, God, I would love to do a song like that? And I'm like, all right, well, there's guitars, there's drums, there's bass, there's some, organs. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the basis of a rock song. Let's go do it. And I'm going to go sing. I mean, listen, every chord has been recorded too. Every chord progression has been done.
Yeah, no doubt.
So unless you're going into terrible jazz that nobody wants to listen to except real musicians, and that's not what we are, then there you go. I mean, I've done things in a style like half my music sounds like Goo Goo Dolls, half of my early music, because that's pretty much who I was ripping off. I mean, I even tuned my guitar like he did, but you know what? It was different enough. I had my own lyrics and stuff where he's not going to sue me.
But this is scary because it sets a precedent. If they win $100 million, that's nothing to sneeze at.
They're not going to win $100 million.
I mean, that's crazy. If this was, I don't think it'll go through.
Well, the problem is that the judges that pick these things, they're not musicians, so they don't know. And if they're even slightly persuaded, like, oh yeah, I hear that bass, and they don't know how to interpret the law.
Yeah, and then also Marvin Gaye, big name.
Yeah, and he's already won one against a couple, Robin Thicke, a couple years ago.
Yeah, that hack.
Yeah, but I mean, that happened a couple years ago, and a lot of money was won. So it's. I
mean, pretty much all the chord progressions were done in the 70s.
Yeah.
So, pretty much since then.
Yeah. Which
the thing is, new styles have come out, like grunge rock with Nirvana. That was totally different. You can't claim that any of that sounds like something else.
Yeah.
But inside of things like pop rock or what this is, it's. That's been done since Michael Jackson.
Yeah. What makes you wonder, too, like, are we getting to the point where we're going to have to just start, I don't know, asking artists for permission to just take the line and do the song the way we want? Like, someone like, remember Taylor Swift's song, Look What You Made Me Do? Did you hear that one?
No, yeah, I think so.
The melody of it was, do, look what you made me do.
Yeah. God, I hate that song.
I did too. But think about, I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Yeah.
And I think what happened, like she reached out to them and said, hey, I'm trying to do this thing and I want to do it. I secretly am suspicious of that. I think she wrote the song, and then somebody in her camp said, you know what, that sounds a lot like I'm too sexy for my shirt. She's like, crap. All right, I'm gonna call them and get the the song's done, I'm gonna just do it, and they're gonna say yes because I'm Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
and they did.
Of course they did.
Yeah, but it's I don't like it, man, because I was recording a song for Suburban Myth yesterday, first one in like a month and a half. And the end of the song, I sang it. I felt really good about it. And then I'm listening back to it. And I'm like, oh no, I ripped myself off. I did that in a song 6 months ago.
Well, that's okay.
No, it's not. Did you know there was a guy who was sued for copying himself? I forget his name.
What?
Yeah.
Who sued him?
All right, so the story goes that, he wrote big hits and all that, and then he...
Was this Nickelback?
No. They never got away with that. Now, this guy wrote a hit album, and then, his record label was like, well, we want more albums. And he's like, fine. So he just essentially just kept rewriting it, the same melody and stuff. And record companies like, F you, sued him, and won. Because he was copying himself. He's plagiarizing himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, I'm surprised the record companies haven't done that to Nickelback.
I know.
Have you ever listened to, there are two songs that you can go and find.
Someday How You Remind Me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they are literally
the
same song.
The melodies dance with each other. But
you listen to them at the same time, they are the same song.
yeah, but we've done it too, man. I've done it. Yeah, I shouldn't say anymore because I'll give myself away. But it happens, man.
Yeah, but that's just, you've never done that.
The same song.
It's the same song.
Yeah.
Lyrics.
I mean, it's same structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, same build up, same solos.
It's like the Transformers movies.
Yeah.
If you really want a challenge, go watch Transformers 1 and 2 with Shia LaBeouf.
Uh-huh.
It shot for shot.
That's the same movie.
If you watch it on two screens,
yeah.
I found a YouTube group that did this.
Uh-huh.
Actually, they did all three of them, but the third one was pretty different. But the first two movies, I mean, they had one on one screen and one on the other. I mean, Bumblebee is introduced in the same second.
Really?
Like Shia LaBeouf is talking to his mom and then his teacher at the same time at the beginning of the movie, like to like introduce his character. It's shot for shot, the same movie.
Wow. Well, if it worked, do it again, and it made even more money. I think
that's why they keep making them, because they keep making money.
Yeah,
it's like Nickelback. They keep making money.
Well, they do. I mean, if everybody hated Nickelback, they wouldn't sell out shows.
I did buy that last album. They had Animals and Photograph on it.
That last album, dude, that was 2007.
I'm sorry. See, look at me.
Oh my God, it's 10 years ago, Nick.
Not the last album. The last album I cared about. With Photograph on it.
Yeah. That was actually, I think that was 2005, 2006.
Yeah, it was during college.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good album, I have to say. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad. I liked it.
A lot of good singles on it.
Yeah. Photograph's a great song.
Yeah.
They cut out half that song for the mainstream release,
yeah,
for the radio release.
Yeah, they cut out a lot of it.
It's weird, because the radio version of it sucks, because like half the verse is gone.
Yeah.
You're like, this doesn't even make sense now.
Yeah. Yeah, they did that. They had like Far Away and all that.
Yeah, Far Away was a good one too.
Yeah, I didn't hate them. Like I don't hate them. I will say, like every time they come out with a new album, I always listen to it just to see. Yeah. And they're not getting better. Like, they're definitely going the other direction. They don't write a lot of great like single songs anymore like they were. They were just on a roll between 2002 and 2009. Just
it's amazing. I can't even think of a rock band like them.
Yeah,
that kind of rock today that sells well.
Yeah,
I mean they're out there, but they're mostly ones from that late 90s.
But the crossover, like the fact is, like, all right, if you notice, they release a couple singles for rock radio, and then they tend to bleed over to mainstream anyways, and then they write mainstream singles which blow up into the top 10, and it's amazing. Chad Kroeger, I mean, he knows how to do it. He writes with other people. I mean, he wrote with Avril Lavigne, and I mean, he was married to her. I don't know what's going on with that relationship now, but
I don't know. I went to Rockfest this past year. I love going to Rockfest.
I know you lost your damn voice.
Yeah, my ears were bleeding after it. It was like, especially because of the one band Fozzy, which has Chris Jericho, the wrestler from WWE, is the headliner. They had it turned up so loud, I couldn't hear it. I couldn't understand it. I had to leave. I was like, I can't take this.
Yeah.
But I realized at the time, like, I know who Chris Jericho is.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know any of the bands. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
You don't listen.
One was Starship or something. It was these two guys in like astronaut outfits, and I'm like, what is this? It's like hard rock. Oh gosh, I'm blanking. The name of the band that does the electronic stuff, and they're in the astronaut suits.
Oh, Daft Punk.
Daft Punk. I'm sorry. It's like hard rock Daft Punk. They're like, well, Daft Punk that made it work, so we'll just be in spacesuits. Why not?
Yeah.
They were terrible. I was like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
So, rock's just kind of died.
It really has. It's pretty much, if you want to be a successul rock musician, you got to be a country musician.
You got to be country, or you have to be like emo, like Smashing Pumpkins.
No, that doesn't work anymore either.
It doesn't work anymore, but they seem to make it work.
Well, yeah, but not. Dude, when was the last time you heard a Smashing Pumpkin song? You're like, yeah.
Oh God, I don't like. I almost went to see them one time, and the tickets sold out so fast. I was like, forget it.
Yeah.
I really don't like very many of their songs. They're pretty terrible.
He's not a very good singer.
No, he's not a very good songwriter.
No.
The structure is bad. It's
Nick,
a lot
the
of
critic. It's bad. This is bad.
a lot of slow build up, and there's just no hooks,
I know.
and it's just not very good.
I like 1979. I like Tonight Tonight, even though I don't really like his voice in Tonight Tonight. I just like the music because it's like the strings. And
that's what it is. That's actually exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The whole time in every song.
Yeah.
I was listening to some music earlier, thinking about this actually. Wings, Band on the Run. Great song.
Yeah.
I was wondering to myself, would this song be big if it was released today? Because if you think about it, the first half of that song is like a different song. It starts out with this slow, like Beatles-esque kind of thing going. Yeah, right. And you're like, what? And then it changes to a single acoustic guitar, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then the song comes in. It's like 3 songs in a row, and I love it because it's so incredible musically. It's so original, and that's why the Beatles are so great. But I don't know if people would like that today. They wouldn't know how to appreciate it,
dude. Nothing. I mean, think about how simplified music is today.
Yeah,
it's too simplified. Where, like, even guitar solo, like, God, I feel like I'm blending in pretty well with guitar soloists now because all I do is just drone on this string and
that's pretty much all it is.
Yeah, we've just, it's so simple, it's so easy to do. And then if you're kind of, if it's too complicated, people turn off.
That's really what I think. The rise of the singer-songwriters, and of course, I'm not going to say that that's bad because you're one too, but you're a great one.
Nah.
But the rise of the singer-songwriters, I think, got people learning guitars like for that.
Yeah.
Just
to back up my voice. And no complication under me.
And it's fine because I like a lot of people that do that.
Oh.
But the more that got big, like the less focus there was on learning scales and playing the guitar as we knew it, like in the late 80s, 70s, when they're just, solos for days, like Pink Floyd. Nobody learns a guitar like that anymore.
Nope, never.
Because it doesn't make money.
You're right.
What's the point, Did
I tell you about my song that got placed in a video game?
No. I don't think so.
There's a game called Catch and Release VR, and it just came out June 6th, June 7th. So you're in the middle of a boat, and you're fishing. And
it's a fishing game.
Yeah,
right.
VR. And you're just out in the middle of a lake. And you're just looking around.
It's like PlayStation VR?
It's coming out for PlayStation VR. Right now it's out for Oculus.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
And they licensed one of my songs to be on their radio.
Derek Daisy song?
Yeah, a demo that I had done.
Really?
In New York City in my living room. Yeah. It's called Hey Hey.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, just this little acoustic ballad thing. And that's one of the 30 songs, and they're putting out, they sent me the contracts. I signed a contract for that, but now they sent me another contract because they're going to release an album with that song on there.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny.
And it's the demo.
Yeah, it's a demo. I spent no money on it.
Well, is it just the guitar?
No, it's me singing. It's like my entire song.
No, but
it's acoustic guitar. It's brush drums that I did with MIDI drums.
Oh, well, you make that sound great.
Soft bass, piano.
So it's not too complex.
No, it's very simple. It's very basic.
I've always said the stuff you've done in your studio.
Yeah.
I mean, we love Jim.
Yeah.
And he does great work.
He does.
And he elevates it
He really
in a level
does.
that you can't do in a home studio.
I can't at all.
But in a song like that,
yeah,
that's simple, what you do in your studio is fine.
Yeah, it shakes. There is that shakingness of confidence, I guess. It shakes your confidence, because, yes, I have worked in the studio with someone like Jim Mosier, and he does elevate everything he does, and he brings a type of polish that I'm like, yeah, I don't have the ability to get the polish because I also don't have, $150,000, $200,000 worth of equipment to do it.
And that's a big, of course, there's the experience, there's the years of
his
knowledge,
experience,
but you can't get that kind of, you could put that kind of equipment in your house, but,
I wouldn't, but at the same time, it is pretty crazy that a lot of these songs that we've done, like I've done in my bedroom and all that, have gone out and been on BBC or You know,
Yeah.
like demo where I spent no money on it. Where, you know, with Jim, he always gives me a great deal, but even still, you know, it's still the project ultimately cost $25,000-$30,000, right? And then there's these demos, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to take 6 hours today to do this.
Where'd You Bleed is what sold Jim in the first place.
You're right. But the song Hey Hey, I mean, I did it. I remember waking up really early in the morning, like 9 in the morning, and I was done by 4 that afternoon. And singing it and everything, and I even had my wife come in, and I was like, just say, hey. She's like, okay, hey. And then I tuned it, and then put it behind my vocals, and added a lot of reverb to it, just to give a little essence to it. And, yeah. And,
it's going to be on a fishing game.
Yeah.
I love it.
Weird, which will be on PlayStation VR. So Catch and Release VR. Check it out.
Go check it out, and listen for Derek Daisy.
Yes.
It's too bad we don't have the song, we'd play it.
I know. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, watch where you're going.
There's a...
Keep your eyes out on the road.
Yeah, I remember this song.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, go any direction, 'cause I just don't want to go home.
And it was good enough to be on a video game.
I guess.
That's crazy.
I know. So.
It's kind of weird thinking about that in a fishing game, but I guess it's kind of a
I
tranquil...
know. I was like, are they just going to use the music? And then I went and listened to the sample that, because I license it through this company. And no, they only ever had the version with my voice on it. So.
I wonder if it's going to be like Grand Theft Auto where you have a radio that you can tune.
Yeah.
And like one of the channels.
It is. They have like a rock station, a soft, easy listening station.
That is one of my favorite parts of that game.
Yeah.
Is where you have the talk station and everything. There's a radio station on there with acoustic, pop rock.
Yeah, well, and the newer they got, or the better, the more, I guess the more games that came out for Grand Theft Auto, the better the songs got, like the more real. Because if you remember, like Grand Theft Auto 3, the songs are like very B-side songs or B artists.
Yeah.
You know, there was a couple funny, like catchy songs, like, oh, this is catchy, but no, they would never be famous ever.
Yeah.
I
wonder how they did the talk station. That was always one I like to listen to. There were hours of shows that you could listen to.
I think it was I mean, the main talk show, which had Laszlo in it, it was about an hour. It was like a loop.
Yeah.
On an hour.
But there were a couple of different ones.
Yeah. And they would do different ones every game.
I wonder if, I guess they just had people sitting around doing fake radio shows.
Essentially did like what you and I do. We sit here and they had a script. Yeah. And they'd read through it and do the skits. And
they interviewed like random people. Like, I think I remember them interviewing like a sports star or something. Yeah. And it was always pretty funny.
I know, loved it. And that's what inspired us to do To the Echo radio show.
That's right.
Your Grand Theft Auto news.
We can't sell this show to be on Grand Theft Auto. Do they still make Grand Theft Auto? Is there a new one?
Well, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013, and it is still dominating because it's got Grand Theft Auto Online. And they're making Grand Theft Auto 6, but it's still a few years out. But they make so much money from the online version of the game that they're like, no rush. They were supposed to come out with more story, and online did so well, they're like, F that, cancel the story.
You know, it's funny, the last one I had, I guess it was PS3.
Yeah.
It was when you were in New York, and it's the New York game.
Grand Theft Auto 4.
And if you remember, I was like, where are you? And I found your neighborhood, you know, and you can go see the spaceships like in Men in Black and everything. Really cool.
They did a really great job.
It's such a big world.
It is. They did such a good reconstruction of it. But with Grand Theft Auto 5, they did the state, which of California, like you had Los Angeles, and then you go out to the boonies where the trailer parks, like the redneck part of California. No, they did a really, like, if you haven't played it, dude, if you ever...
No, I haven't played. Like I said, that was the last one I played.
If you get $30 and you see it on sale, buy it. It's a very good game. A very good story. It was the first Grand Theft Auto game I beat all the way through.
Well, there you go, Sony. We give you a little plug there.
Yeah.
We know that you're hurting these days for money, so sponsor the show.
Yes. Because that'll make your money problems go away by giving us money. We'll take $1 million.
Well, Derek, that's our show.
Oh, we didn't get our commercials.
I know. We're gonna have to. We'll save them. We have a minute. We can play one. You want to play one?
It's up to you, if you want.
I have reasons for why I think it's a good idea to keep them on deck.
Okay. Fair.
So I'm okay with it.
All right. Okay.
And there were many other things I wanted to talk about too, but we'll just have to bring it up later.
Dang
We'll just quickly mention that looks like the Fox deal's going through.
Yes, it looks great.
So very excited.
Yeah, I mean, they got to offload some of the regional Fox stuff, but who cares about that? Sports.
I was reading that right now, as far as the U.S. box office goes, Disney owns 42% of the money that's coming out of the U.S. box office. And this 42%, this deal is going to give them a 58% hold over the U.S. box office, meaning this is off the numbers.
Yeah.
So all the money that's coming in the box office, Disney's responsible for 42% of that.
Now, assuming they don't F the pooch.
Yeah.
Screw the pooch.
I hope not.
Screw the pooch.
I hope not.
Assuming they don't just, like, you know what, because Star Wars, they got to get it together. They got, you know, they got to reel it in now.
Yep. And they know that.
Yeah.
I think they know that.
Yeah.
And that's, we can talk about this in a later show, but that's one of the reasons why they're holding the other movies back, is because they're like, okay, we've got lots of franchises now, we've got lots of IP.
Yeah.
Now we own 58% of the box office. We don't need to make Star Wars every year.
No.
So.
No.
Well, anyway, you've been listening to the Echo Radio Show on your Grand Theft Auto video game.
Yeah. So we really appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning in on the fake car, and check us out on Twitter at To The Echo Radio. We got a tweet this week from somebody that was like, "Hey, we got several actually from people that were like, we like you or something," and tweeted us.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I was tweeting out to a lot of people, like answering.
Oh, maybe that's what it came from.
And then they were coming back to me. There was one that Windchop did. Oh, they said they were really liked Paul McCartney's new song.
Yeah, I saw that.
Come On to Me. I was like, that's gross. I don't even need to listen to the song to know it's about porn. Paul McCartney, come on to me.
Come on to me. It's like the Chappelle Show, I Want to Piss on You.
Yeah.
From R. Kelly.
Pretty much the same. I didn't hear the song. I'm not saying that's what
Paul
it's about.
Paul McCartney is, he's not what he used to be.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Elton John. He came out with that sequel to the
Captain
Fantastic. Did you ever hear that album?
No, you told me it was so terrible.
Horrible.
Because you were a big fan of the first one.
Yeah, the first one is a work of art. It's so good. I mean, Philadelphia Freedom, Someone Saved My Life Tonight. I mean, some of his best songs are on that album.
Yeah.
And he didn't need to do a sequel, but he got with Bernie Taupin and wrote Tinderbox.
Hey, if you're going to crap big, right?
I think that's what he keeps in his Tinderbox.
Yeah, it's just a big dump.
Big pile of,
Yeah. Shizzle, yeah. Well, totheecho.com.
Yep.
You can always check that out.
Become a Patreon.
Patreon, yeah. Man, I'm telling you, there's no money in there. But I know it's going to be really good when you finally give it to us.
One of these days, we will make it worth your while. If you become a Patreon, we will get some actual cameras and really make this thing up in here.
That's right. I mean, that's really our big thing. It's not to get rich, even though that's what we keep hinting at. It really is just to elevate the show and do more.
Yeah, because we would like to make this a YouTube show.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to do an actual television show out of this rather than just a radio.
Yeah, and we'd like to do it full time. We'd love for this to be our full-time job.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen unless you guys pony up the money. So why don't you get investing and we'll make it happen.
That's right. So tune in next Sunday as well at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We've got an artist coming on that was a former Marine.
Oh.
So look forward to that.
They better be good.
And hopefully, I've just reached out, but in a couple of weeks, we're hoping to get a local band in here as well.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, yeah.
So it's To The Echo Radio Show. I'm Nick O'Kelly.
I'm Derek Daisy.
And we'll see you next time.
See you then.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
And you better tune in again.
And if you don't, you're dead.
That's right. You'll regret it.
I'll kill you.